Welcome back to West of Loathing. We've got a diamond that we made out of a piece of coal by sending it through alien technology. Fun! I don't know if Doc Morton wants this or the jeweler. Doc Morton's probably going to reject me again, isn't she? Nope. Rock monster. Yep. Same story. Alright. Jeweler's cabin it is. I don't remember what they would want a diamond for, but they do jewels, so you know. Gemstone, yeah, here, have a look. So I guess you'll just craft this into something? It's worth 5,000, but it's not like I'm using meat for anything. Master Gerald takes your massive diamond, cuts it and polishes it, and sets it in a fine ring for you. Got an item, huge diamond ring. You're betrothed to adventure. Plus 70 each. Oh, it still sells for 5,000. Alright. What about the crystal here? Can't help feeling like this ring is a waste of whatever the silvery crystal is. But on the other hand, it's a very, very nice ring. Did I just screw up? Hold on. We're gonna find out. Nope. That's literally all it is. I don't know why it says that. That's weird. Alright. Is it worth wearing this? That's a big stat buff. Like, it's gonna reduce my damage a little bit, I believe, but let's see. Hold on, what do I have now? +3 Moxie. Let's put the marmot skin cap back on. That should basically balance things out, I think. Alright. Get this out of the way. Alright. Looking at my notes here. Okay. I think we just wander. See what we find. Hulking robot with the vulture stand perched atop it. The vulture quickly flaps away when the robot lights up and starts moving towards you. Alright, it's just an El Vibrato fight. Thin stream of smoke over the next hill indicates a nearby campfire, so you decide to check it out. Turns out instead to be a man strolling around nonchalantly. He's wearing a top hat which is on fire. Hey mister, your hat's on fire. Yes, I know. You don't seem particularly bothered by it. Well, I don't think panicking would solve anything. I guess you have a point. Of sorts. So what's your deal? My deal? Well, I'm an artist. Ah, I see. So this is some kind of performance arts thing? Oh, you mean the hat. No, that's just a coincidence. I'm a painter. Try to convince him to take the hat off. Mister, you need to take that hat off. You'll roast your brain. Perhaps, but think how handy it will be for reading at night. Use reverse psychology. Suppose there's no point in trying to convince you. That's how fashion goes, right? Fashion? What do you mean? Well, wearing a hat that's on fire, it's all the rage now, isn't it? Everyone's doing it. I see it everywhere I go. Everywhere? Sure, there's even a milliner in town that's selling them pre-burning, so you don't have to light them yourself. Is something wrong? The man wordlessly removes his burning hat, hands it to you, and walks away. Well, just like an artist. Ah, it's mysticality again. Was it something I said? On side of the trail, you spot a goblin digging in the sand with a little shovel and pail. Hello, I am Clams digging. Clams? Clams not being in desert. Clams is ocean things. Ha, showing you what knowing. Showing what you knowing. Clams ocean fish being, like slugs with shells having, not in deserts. Oh yes, smarty human, look at this looking at this then. They pull a large piece of shiny abalone out of their pail, which while not exactly a clam, is indeed an odd thing to find in the desert. I am Jesus language. What? Can seeing a shell? Sure. The goblin takes the shell back out of their pail and tosses it to you. You sneakily switch it for a rock before dropping it back into the pail, and the goblin doesn't notice. Okay, bye. You got an item. Shiny abalone brooch. This is a shiny piece of seashell with a pin glued to the shell. It's great when the ocean makes a whimsical jewelry for you. This item goes on your lapel. More mysticality. I don't know how picky it is about where I wander to trigger new locations. You find an abandoned crate full of mining supplies. Here, let's help it out a little bit just in case. Skeleton of lumberjack. Okay. Okay, let's wander here. Here we go. Alright, as you're riding along, you're suddenly nearly bowled over by the smell of flowers. You follow your nose, well technically you direct Gorse to follow your nose, and find a delightful little home nestled among the trees. You discovered a new map location, Olive Garden's homestead. Oh, of course. Alright, let's go to Olive Garden. Probably shouldn't go traipsing through this woman's garden without getting permission. Don't tell me how to live. Howdy. Howdy, stranger. Name's Herb. Howdy, Herb. I'm Olive. Olive Garden. Nice garden you've got here, Olive. Why, thanks. Looks delicious. Oh, I don't grow 'em to eat. I just grow 'em to grow 'em. In fact, if you've got the know-how, you're welcome to harvest anything you'd like. Thanks. Sure thing, hun. While I'm always happy to meet another cactus aficionado, did you know there's more than 2,000 different breeds of cactus? All different shapes and sizes, and all different colors of flowers, too. I'll be. If you know what sort of cactus to look for, they'll help you survive out in the desert for quite a while, too. They collect and store a lot of drinkable water, and several varieties bear edible fruit. That's fascinating. And that's even before we get into their medical uses. Did you know if you sterilize cactus spines over hot coals, you can use them for sutures? Although you have to be careful because there's a couple breeds whose spines are actually venomous. Well, I'll be darned. Did you know that saguaro cactuses, those are the tall ones with the arms that you probably picture when you think about cactuses, generally live to be 160 or 170 years old, sometimes as old as 200 years. Heck, they aren't even considered adults until they're 125. Gosh. You probably think I'm silly, but I kind of think these cactuses as pets. They're like my big, green, prickly children, though a lot easier to take care of, obviously. People probably think of me as that weird cactus lady who lives outside of town, but that doesn't matter to me so long as I've got my needle babies. You know, if you love cactuses so much, why don't you marry one? Herb, you are definitely not the first person that suggested that, and I tell you what, I would absolutely, positively marry a cactus if I could find one that wanted to marry me. I got news for you, lady. There's a cactus man back in Dirtwater who would probably like to marry you very much. And right after we harvest your garden, we're going to go talk to him. Oh, this is actually quite a big garden. Alright. I'm actually surprised that the game itself didn't let me tell her about the guy directly, but maybe it's waiting for me to make the connection myself. Coal snake fight. All right. You gotta remember those snake skins can modify the hats as well. Howdy, Bill. Howdy. Say, I don't reckon you found me a cactus lady yet. I have found just the gal for you, Bill. Do you mean it, Herb? Sure do. She's a cactus-loving lady, name of Olive Garden, and she's a real peach. You give Cactus Bill directions out to Olive's ranch, and he hitches a ride on the very next passing stagecoach. Godspeed, Cactus Bill. Oh, alright. You know, while we're here, I just remembered, I should send a postcard to my brother. Prepaid postcard. Postcard Limitation Act of 1893. No, what is that? Okay, so the government put a... the government the government put a restriction on prepaid postcards of 1 per citizen per day. Now, why do you think that might be? Well, to reduce the strain on the postal system. Nope, that's what everybody guesses, but that ain't a thing. The wagon still make the trip no matter how many postcards are on board. Lesson, we're taking so many postcards you need a second wagon, but that ain't likely. So, to restrict the free flow of information, to keep the people from being able to say too much through the mail, so the left end of the territory don't know what the right end is doing and vice versa. That way they can implement a different law in each area, whatever's most effective to keep them particular folks down. That people can still send letters? Letters. Who's got time to write out a whole letter in this day and age? But I ain't even got to the real big part yet. What's the first 2 letters in conspiracy, huh? Oh, geez. That's right, they're in league with the cows. It's all a plot to keep us docile, so they can deliver us up to these hell cows they summoned. You think the government deliberately summoned the cows? There's proof. The plan was referred to in a rider attached to a Senate Farm Aid bill that was passed 11 years ago. And when did the cows come home? That's right, 11 years. There's no way a Senate bill says, let's summon the cows from hell on it. No, not in such obvious words. Are you cracked? It's all in code and dog whistles like, go look it up for yourself. Okay, even if I wanted to do that, the capital city isn't even in this territory. It's hundreds of miles away. Uh-huh. And you think that's a coincidence? A CO incidence? Okay, well, that's very interesting. Bye now. I think he's a little unhinged. I don't think he's well. Let's go see how the new couple is doing. Fart. Yep, that's what I meant. Fight a large robot. Look at them smiling. Hey, Bill, I see you found the place. I found the love of my life, and it's all thanks to you, Herb. Yes, thank you. It was love at first sight. We got married right away. Well, I'm just glad to have helped someone find happiness in this desolate wasteland. Good luck to you both. That's all? No dialogue? Nothing? Not even a plant regrowth or something? Can I loot your house for books? Alright. We'll come back in a little bit and do some more wandering, I think.